just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think, yeah, I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay, this is the guy they wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for. He's got a nose and some hair that goes like that, and he was wearing a hat at the time of this particular crime. He's got kind of a chin that comes down to almost a point. Stands about 5 feet 4 inches.
What? Welcome to Dark Souls, bitch.
Interesting. You know, not really sure what to think about that. Obviously, INKIE's absolutely incredible. Yeah, I don't really know too much about the setup to kind of have like a solid opinion on the technical kind of aspect of that. When it comes to the musical stuff, though, obviously I really enjoyed that. It's definitely the kind of music that I love to listen to. I'm just confused about this one because I don't really know. Obviously, it's allowed since he's in the competition competing here in the first round. Made it through the wild card competition, so obviously this kind of stuff is allowed. I just don't understand it enough to really fully maybe even appreciate what he's doing here in a technical kind of aspect. But you know, when it comes to music, absolutely crazy. He's so innovative with everything he does. He's on, like, he's always in the future, man. Like, he was the first person back in 2019 I seen to use a second device for the loop station. And even back then, when I watched him doing that, like the double device, multiple devices on loop station, even back then, I remember in my head, I kind of had the same feeling I do now, because it feels like since he's ditched the MK2, obviously, here in favor of, I don't know, I guess, software on some tablets. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the device itself. Maybe those who are more familiar with that stuff can let me know in the comments. But obviously he's ditched the loop station, the main device, the RC505, for this stuff here. So maybe we'll be seeing this kind of devices or software or whatever it is in the future, kind of like he was the first person to use. I think he used the Helix, right, back in 2019 GBB, kind of pioneering the multiple device scene back then as well. So yeah, he's an innovator for sure. Definitely lives in the future for the scene in terms of the loop station. And you know what, so does KBA to a certain extent, especially with his oh my god, his GBB wildcard, not the normal loop station one. Oh my god, I'm just too tired today, I guess. I don't know, I can't remember his other wildcard, producer wildcard. I said the same thing about KBA then, because what I heard there was kind of innovative in itself as well, kind of living in the future there too. So this is an interesting matchup, and I think that KBA is a fan of INKIE as well, if I remember correctly. I think he had like he had an interview or something at some point, and I think he said that INKIE was his favorite. So did Zeka, I'm pretty sure. A lot of people like INKIE, so yeah, interesting matchup. So let's see what KBA came up with.
Let's go with INKIE.
Yep.
I knew it. To never meet your heroes. It's time for revenge.
Oh shit.
The apprentice becomes the master. The apprentice becomes the master.
Oh man.
master. The apprentice becomes the master. Keep it strange.
Hey everyone,
Yo.
I hope you're all doing good. If you enjoyed this track, I have uploaded to Spotify, so it's out on every single streaming platform, so you can go ahead and stream it right now. Also, big shout outs to INKIE and to the Mad Twins for making this possible, and make sure to vote. Peace.
Hell yeah. Wow, man. All right. KBA, bro. Wow. Did not expect that. Man, oh man. Don't even know where to start for that one. Jeez. Overall, I really like this one. I like this one a lot from KBA. You know, I heard him a lot. I've seen him a lot over the years. Started watching him for the first time back in like 2019, 2020. I remember him battling Dice actually at the 2020 Online Championship, and he ended up losing that battle. But man, he had some crazy rounds in there for sure. So yeah, I've been a fan of KBA for a while, and just kind of seeing his natural progression and things in the lib station scene obviously has been absolutely phenomenal. You know, he's one of those guys who are, I wouldn't say underrated, but at the same time kind of is. Like, he has a following, he has some recognition, but man, I don't think he gets enough appreciation for what he does. And just like his producer wildcard for the Grand Beatbox battle, like, I think the trajectory that he's been taking in the last year, the improvement has been second to nobody, and this kind of just further cements that idea for me, that he is kind of like living in that future. And the kind of like music that he came in with here against INKIE, that's so in INKIE's wheelhouse. I think that was obviously intentional, obviously with the overall theme of the track overall, like the apprentice becomes the master. I like the opening too. I was predicted that right. I remember correctly, he is a fan of INKIE from what I remember, and yeah, and that everything that he did was pretty much perfect in that regard, I think. So I think there's like a drum and bass like glitch. I don't know if that's the genre of the music. There's so many different like subgenres of that when it comes to like techno and stuff along those lines. It was drum and bass in nature, so I think like maybe the genre is considered a drum and bass glitch drum and bass or something potentially. And yeah, I loved it a lot. Obviously, not going to talk about the technical aspects of it because I don't understand how to use a loop station, never did myself, so I can't say anything in that regard. But it did sound very technical in nature. The sound design was next level again. The textures of some of those sounds were crazy. Yeah, very clean track, especially considering the kind of genre of music that it came in with. Very consistent in that kind of nature. It just goes to show how much he's improved again. So overall, the battle overall, looking at both rounds here, man, I think for me, I think KBA won that. As good as INKIE was, it's just hard for me to kind of look at it critically because I don't understand the devices that he's using, so I can't really compare it to anything else. Then again, I don't really understand a lot when it comes to the normal loop station, so you can take that with a grain of salt. Overall, I just thought I enjoyed the music more from KBA's round, even though I did like INKIE's a lot. I would give the win here to KBA. Obviously, this is up to fans, I'm pretty sure. This is how the voting goes. So we'll see at the end of the day what the people decide. But if it was up to me personally, I would give this battle to KBA. So there's that. If you enjoyed what you heard, links in the description to the videos. Go support those guys. Go check out their channels individually. Go support them. For sure, they definitely deserve the recognition and attention. So, but if you want to support me, leave a like on this video, sub to my channel. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next beatbox reaction video.